Today we're heading out for our first CREDO retreat at the Renaissance Okinawa Resort. We loaded up the car and hit the road, but before making our way to the hotel, we had to make a couple of important stops. Our first stop was 7-Eleven for breakfast. My husband has been eating these seasonal donuts, and he was determined that we try them that morning, so we gave them a try. And if you've lived in Japan for any amount of time, you know convenience stores can surprise you with some of the best food. Next, we stopped by Two Dots Cafe for some coffee. The cafe itself was absolutely beautiful. It had a modern industrial feel with plenty of natural light and greenery throughout the space. It felt really cozy, and I ordered a brown sugar hot latte, of course, which ended up being the perfect start to the day. Between the donut and the latte, breakfast was definitely a success and a little messy. After that, it was finally time to head toward the Renaissance. The drive there was absolutely beautiful, and before long, we were pulling into the parking lot across from the resort. They do have multiple parking lots. I just don't remember them, but we were able to get semi-close where we just had to park across, and we'll grab our luggage later. This was the most fun part, was watching my kids waiting for the little green guy so we could cross the road and head into the lobby. I mean, just walking in, I was just everything here is so beautiful. The plants, the flowers, the nature of it was just really nice. My gosh, the moment we walked into that lobby, we were greeted by this huge open space that smelled really amazing. I don't know what scent they used, but it instantly made the whole place just feel really relaxing. The lobby itself was really gorgeous with beautiful seating and nature just everywhere. Once we got checked in, we headed upstairs to meet with the rest of our CREDO group and to get to know them. When we found our table, we were gifted with a copy of the 5 love languages, which was such a thoughtful surprise. And naturally, before the session started, I grabbed another coffee. The girls got a bluey coloring book, which was so nice. For our first session, we completed the 4 lenses personality survey. We learned about our own personality types as well as the personalities of our spouses and children. It was honestly one of the most interesting parts of the day for me. It helped me better understand why my family members think and communicate the way that they do, and it gave me some practical tools for improving those relationships moving forward. After the morning session wrapped up, it was time for lunch. I was starving. We headed downstairs to Selfash Cafe where a buffet was waiting for us. Everything looked and smelled incredible. There was so much good food. It was really hard to choose. There was a salad bar, everything you could think of. And of course, the ocean view made it all taste even better. My plate ended up being a little bit of everything: margarita pizza, grilled chicken with steamed vegetables, squid tempura, fried rice, and a few other dishes I couldn't resist trying. Safe to say I left lunch very happy. With some free time before the next session, we decided to explore the resort grounds. On our way outside, we happened to catch one of the animal presentations. The staff had brought out a beautiful parrot and kookaburra. The kookaburra was definitely the star of the show because it kept letting out its famous laugh, which had everyone smiling and laughing and giggling. Avery really loved that dolphin statue. It was so cute. And then we continued making our way outside to enjoy the sunshine because it was predicted to rain that day. And I was just thanking God, thank you so much for this beautiful weather, for answering my prayer so we can go enjoy the day. When walking outside, there is the rental station where you can pick up your pool and beach essentials. We continued walking down to see what else we could find and explore, and then the girls want to take their pictures there. As we were walking down, we came across an outside area that looked like to be an outdoor bar and concession area with the perfect place to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ocean breeze. The kids quickly discovered the pool and immediately wanted to go to the room to change and jump in, but we'll come back to that later because it ended up being one of their favorite parts of the day. Just beyond to the left of the pool area was the beach area, and next to that sat the Coral Sea restaurant where we will be coming back later for a delicious dinner. But before we made it that far, the girls spotted something even more exciting. Next to them on the right, there dolphins. Watching them swim and play near the restaurant was such a cool experience. We could have sat out there for the rest of the day and just watched them because it was just really neat to see and just really relaxing. And they're just really beautiful sea creatures. And then to the right of the dolphins, the girls found a ton of stingrays, which always immediately make me think of Moana. As we kept exploring, we discovered they had even more marine life around the resort. There were fish, small sharks, and all kinds of sea creatures to see, but my personal favorite had to be the sea turtles. The second I saw them, I was completely fascinated. I could have just stayed there watching them swim all day. We even came across some baby tortoises before realizing it was time to head back upstairs for session 2. As we settled into our second session, we took 2 more assessments that I found just as insightful as the first, one of them being the 5 love languages, which they do change over time. And I also didn't know this one, but an apology language assessment, which I have a whole lot to cover on that too. After wrapping up session 2, we finally made our way to our room. The room itself was incredibly spacious and welcoming. It had a coffee and tea station, a beautiful bathroom where we could all fit and get ready at the same time. Of course, my favorite part was the bathtub and shower, because our bathtubs in our house just are not very big. We had plenty of room for our family of 5, and the girls were fighting over the bed. For me, the absolute best part of our room was the balcony overlooking the ocean. Like, just look at that beautiful view, the nature, the color of the water. It was just so peaceful. While my husband and kids went to go grab our luggage, I took a few quiet moments for myself out on the balcony with my book and just listen to the sound of the waves and to just breathe and relax. We quickly changed into our swimwear and headed down to the pool. I wasn't in the mood to swim right now, so I just sat there, read my book, and watched my husband make memories with our girls. There's just something so special about getting to you slow down and just simply enjoy watching the people you love have fun. Before we left the pool area, we caught a still show that had everyone smiling and laughing. The girls absolutely loved it, and it was the perfect way to wrap up our afternoon. Back in the room, we showered, got dressed for dinner, and I put on a little bit of makeup before heading out for the evening. As we rode down in the elevator, I couldn't stop looking out at the view. It was one of those moments where everything slowed down for a second, and I just realized how fortunate and blessed we were to be here, and I just felt incredibly grateful for the opportunity to be surrounded by my family and to share this wonderful experience together. For dinner, we headed down to the Coral Sea restaurant for a barbecue dinner overlooking the water. Our table was quickly filled with cuts of beef, pork, and chicken, along with skewers loaded with onions, bell peppers, and pineapple, so that immediately took over the grill and got everything cooking. I went inside and grabbed some rice to go with my meal, and the steak, rice, and our house sauce ended up being my perfect girl dinner. As we were leaving, the girls couldn't resist stopping by the Dolphins one more time. This particular dolphin was having the best time playing with the buoy, and we stood there for a while just watching it swim and interact. It felt like the perfect ending to an already wonderful day. Back in our room, we finished the evening by trying one of the family conversation starter exercises from our class. Overall, day 1 was filled with meaningful conversations, valuable lessons, beautiful views, and quality time together as a family. Thank you so much for joining us on our first day at the Renaissance Okinawa Resort, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 2.